Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine. And in our science class, today we will discuss chapter 2, reproduction in plants. So, in this chapter, we will discuss about these subtopics. These are structure of seed, germination of seed, dispersal of seed, vegetative propagation, vegetation by stem, propagation by stem, propagation by leaves, propagation by cutting, and propagation by layering, propagation by grafting, and cultivated plants crops. So let's start the chapter. So plants are amazing. Do you know, children, that they not only grow from seeds but also from roots, stems and leaves. But if a seed survives, gets a right amount of water, air and heat, then it will sprout out into a baby plant or a seedling, and this process is called the germination. Growing plants from seeds. So during germination, the seeds absorb water and the cells of the embryo divide and increase in size. The seed coat then breaks open. First, the root or radicle grows downward. The root and the radicles you can see in the picture. So this is the seed coat and down is the radicle. During the early stage of germination, the food required by the growing sapling is provided by the cotyledons, also called the seed leaves, which store food for the baby plant. Growing plant for seeds. So after the food of cotyledons is used up, seedling then starts absorbing water and nutrients from the soil with its root, develops leaves and grow into a plant. Now growing plants for seeds. So in spite of the fact that the conditions are favorable for the germination, even then, if many seeds are close to each other, then also all may not survive due to the struggle for air, water, light, nutrients and the space to grow. The seeds from one plant or from plants of the same kind are similar. The seeds from different plants vary in color, shape and size. If all new plants grew near mother plant, the soil they would grow will become very crowded. There would be not enough space, air, water and food for all of them to grow well. So they need to separate from the parent plants and disperse. The method by which a plant scatters its seeds away from the parent plant to reduce competition is called the dispersal of seeds. And now we will discuss about the dispersal of seeds. Dispersal. Thus in the nature, many plants scatter their seed away from the mother plant, and this process is called the dispersal. So now dispersal by the wind. So seeds of certain plant like dandelion, cotton, etc. have wings like structures or hair and are easily carried by wind from one place to another. Dispersal by water. Seeds of certain plants like coconut, lotus, water lily have either fibrous or spongy covering with which trap air and thus float. So water carries these seeds from one place to another. Dispersal by animals. When birds and animals eat fruits, the seeds remain undigested and pass out of the body as waste matter at different areas. So some seeds like mimosa and castor have hooks, spins or glue. They attach themselves to animals that pass by and are carried away from the mother plant. So this was the dispersal by animals. Now dispersal by explosion. The seeds which are usually inside the pods like pea, balsam are scattered to far off places when the ripe pods burst. For example, fruits of castor, balsam, violet, mustard and pea. These are the example of some plant seed which disperse via the explosion. Producing new plants from vegetative propagation. What are the vegetative propagation? The definition of vegetative propagation is producing new plants from plants parts other than seeds is known as the vegetative propagation. So plants like dahlia, carrot, tulip, sweet potatoes can grow into new plants from their roots. It is called the propagation by the roots. The leaves of certain plants like Bralium has small buds on their leaves margins which grow into new plants once they fall off on moist soil. Vegetative by stem. So plants such as potato, ginger, onion grow from underground stem. Vegetative propagation, propagation by stem. So rose, sugarcane can be grown simply by stem cutting. So but in the last, few plants like ferns reproduce through spores. So today we have discussed structure of seeds, germination of seed, dispersal of seeds, vegetative propagation, propagation by stem, propagation by leaves, propagation by stem cutting, propagation by layering and propagation by grafting. Okay. So students, we have finished this chapter, chapter 2, reproduction in plants. You will read this second chapter carefully and find the question answers and exercise. Okay. Good day students.